Julian from JulianTechTM here. Before I started this channel, I never needed such high-end PC specs. But now, having the latest and greatest PC components does help with workflow and efficiency. Like the MSI RTX 3090 Gaming Trio. Which leads us to our sponsor for today, MSI. Thank you, MSI. MSI 30 Series Gaming Trio features the new Torx, is that how you pronounce it? Torx Fan 4.0. A pair of fan blades combined to focus airflow, making it efficient and silent. This design can be seen on the 3070, 3080 and 3090, so click on the link below to learn more. The theme of this build is future-proof and stealth black. There's a bit of problem here and there, I'll explain later, but I'm going to call this build the no bullshit build. Meaning it's minimal, no RGB. I will be personally using this PC for gaming, but mostly for work. So having a good GPU, CPU and fast storage will quicken the post-production side of video production. So I can bring you more videos like this. So with that said, let me talk about the components. CPU, the Intel i9-10900K. I know the AMD 5000 series is launching very soon. Every single time I do a build, a new thing come out. But even then, personally, Intel has given me the least problems when it comes to video editing software. Also, PCIe 4 has not shown significant benefits when it comes to gaming or work. At least not yet. So yes, PCIe slots are the only thing that's not future-proof. But for now, the Intel 10900K is the best CPU for this GPU. Even though without PCIe 4.0, I think the motherboard is quite future-proof because this motherboard is the Asus ProArc Z490 Creator 10G. It features 2 USB Type-C Thunderbolt, 4 USB 3.2 Gen 2, 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1, 2 M.2 slots, multiple GPU support if I decide to SLI the 3090, and it comes with a 10GB LAN card. That's the future-proof 10GB. GPU, as mentioned, is the MSI RTX 3090 Gaming Trio, 24 gigs of a GDDR6X memory, 10,496 CUDA cores.
There's your power slap.
Boost clock speed of 7,400 MHz. The 3090 is a top of the line consumer card, but honestly, this is not for consumers lah. It's a combination of professional and consumer. Prosumer. Like people that, start their own YouTube channel. Hi. Because the gaming improvement from the RTX 3080 to the RTX 3090 is really not worth the extra $1,500. Or is it $1,250? I think about $1,250 lah. But it's $1,000 nevertheless. Almost 2 times more expensive than the 3080. But yeah, I think people that get this is really for the 24 gigs of GDDR6X memory. Because that will really help a lot of video editors or graphic designers. And I think for the sell-ons one, got money, just spend only, just spend. For the RAM, it's the Corsair Vengeance 4x16GB. That's 64 GB. It's 3000 MHz. I know a lot of people will be like, why don't get a 4000? But let me tell you why. This one costs $300. The 4000 MHz costs $800. Math not worth. I get this. Oh, for storage, I have 2x1 TB NVMe SSD. It's quite a mystery NVMe SSD for now, but we're gonna test it later. For the hard drive, I have an 8 TB of Seagate Barracuda. So if next time I were to get more storage, there won't be a lower limit, you know what I mean? Because if let's say this case only can take 5 hard drives, that means that's 8 times 5. That means I can get 40 terabytes. Instead of getting 2 terabytes, that's 2 times 5, that's 10 terabytes. Oh, I forgot to mention, the CPU cooler. Be quiet! Dark Rock 4 Pro. Basically, it's like Noctua. But the problem with getting Noctua in Singapore is that they don't really care about the Singapore market. They don't want to distribute here. I actually forgot to talk about the power supply. FSP 1200 watts, 80 plus platinum, fully modular power supply. The reason for this is because I might SLI 2 3090s. And watching other YouTubers, 1000 watts is not enough. And honestly, I think 1200 is just enough. I would like to have a little bit more, but that's for future Julian to handle. Last but not least, I think it's the case. This is actually a pretty old case, but it has features that I need that is going to be very useful for video editing. It's the Corsair Obsidian series 750D. Is it D? Is there a D? There's a D. This has a D. Yeah, let's start building. The build is done. I haven't really done any cable management because I needed this PC to be up and running as soon as possible. I realized halfway while making this video, I didn't have any computer to edit with. I turned off the RGB. Now it looks amazing. I really love this look. It has this very industrial look. Like my Kylo Ren matches the whole theme of this build. I just love it so much. So one other reason why I got this case is because of the 5.25-inch base on the top. Because I wanted to add a front SD card slot with extra USBs and SATA and USB Type-C. And also I have this random, what do you call this? Case box. It slots in there and it's just storage. The only problem I have is this 5.25-inch base. If I put in like the SD card reader, it's kind of ugly. Like I don't know whether you can see. I have to take out this front panel and it's just not flushed to the case. It's not pretty lah. With that said, let's put on the front cover with Kylo Ren inside. And then peel this off. Oh. Oh my god, it looks so good. I really love it, man. I mean, the cables can be better. I probably can do like custom braiding. But man, I really love this PC, man. Yeah, let's go up and try the PC out. Anyway, the reason why the PC is located on the floor in a weird position is so that it's easy access for me to change out the GPU to, you know, do some benchmark 3080s or, you know, when we get the 3070s. But we probably can't do the 3070s because of embargo dates. But we can do like 2080 Super. Yeah, we're gonna do more intensive benchmarking, more consistent, more reliable benchmarking. It's something that you guys asked for and it's something I'm gonna give you guys. But let's enjoy the PC first lah. The game I've been playing is actually Death Stranding. So my previous build had a 2080 Super and I was playing Death Stranding. It got about a good 60 to 70 FPS, everything max on 1440p. Looking at all the benchmarks, I'm looking at 110, 120 FPS. It's doing 130. 130, 140. What the hell? Oh my god, so smooth. But let's get out of this snowy area. Maybe snowy, easier to render. Maybe. There we go. Yep, I was right. It's 115 FPS on average. 115, 120. So yeah, the improvement is expected. I will do proper benchmark later. So here are the graphs for the proper benchmark. Okay, let's try Doom Eternal. Is this at max settings? Are you sure or not? Ultra Nightmare, 1440p, using 7 GB of VRAM. It's showing me 200 frames per second. What the hell, man? Wow. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Alright, I officially suck, but it went to 250. My god, this is amazing. Okay, next game. You know what? Let's try CSGO. Okay, we're gonna max out everything, but we're gonna do 1080p because that's just CSGO. You know, you play on 1080p, even smaller resolution. So the reason why I'm testing out CSGO, to have a competitive edge, having more frames per second does help a little bit. Even if you have a 144Hz monitor, having more than 144 FPS would give you a slight advantage to your enemy. Okay, it fluctuates. Oh, 362. I saw, that's the peak. But it's going 340. Where are all the enemies? Kapow! Kapow! Headshot. One more. Pam! Headshot. Another one, another one. Oh, you, pop, pop. Through the wall, through the wall. Alright, terrorist wins. Now you know if it sucks, it's not because of your PC. Come on. Ah, still slow. I think the most important question is, can it run Crysis? Or can it run Crysis graphics? Okay, it's running at 60 FPS, 50 FPS. It fluctuates. It's barely playable, I say. The funny thing is, the 70 FPS don't feel like 70 FPS. It looks kind of choppy. But if let's say I just stand still and just look at it, it looks amazing. Look at that God rays. Okay, benchmarks are as expected. I mean, benchmark has been out for a month already from other YouTubers. I mean, it's not easy to get a 3090 in Singapore, lah. Let's be honest. And also, I'm not that big of a tech YouTuber. You compare it to Linus Tech Tips or Austin, I am a fly. It does perform better with video editing software too. I can see how this card is very appealing for video editing, but mostly for graphic designer, because software like Blender will really make use of the 24 gigs of GDDR6X. This case, although old, it's been amazing. It's freaking huge. It has a lot of space. The trend is to cover the PSU, and there's a lot more cable management tools behind. But honestly, it's okay lah. It's fine. Although there's no like cover, you don't really need a cover. You're gonna cover it with a cover anyway. You have a proper cover like this. Huh? There's 6 slots of hard disk drive base, and then there's 4 slots for SSDs. Wow, this case is so huge. I can put a custom water loop if I choose to. Ayo, 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 ayo. How you know you did cable management right is when the side panel goes in very easily. You don't need to like push down all the cables and all. Let's talk about the price. This is just rough prices, okay? That you might find it cheaper or more expensive depending on the availability. CPU i9-10900K, $790. The motherboard Asus Pro Art, $600. Wow, it's expensive. GPU MSI 3090 Gaming Trio, $2,600. The case, $275. The PSU, $300. The 8TB of HDD, $210. The 2M.2 1TB NVMe SSD, $400. Whew. Windows 10, $130. RAM, $300. The reason why I'm very surprised, right, is because this is the first time I never look at price. I just go, I want these parts, this part, this parts, I'll pay anything. And I'm regretting it a bit. The total cost is $5,605. But you know what? I'm glad that I didn't see the price before I built it, because I love it more when I don't know the price of it. Because I feel like if I know the price, I'll be like, wallah, it's so expensive. Good also, never mind lah, you know. But you know what? The real person to thank is you guys for watching it. And also our sponsors, MSI. Go and check out their 30 series GPUs in the link in the description. But really, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you don't like it. Don't dislike it lah. Comment why you dislike it though, so I can improve lah. But do subscribe, hit the notification bell. It really helps out a lot. Yeah, one more thing I want to add. Join our Discord server. I know a lot of y'all try to message me privately and I don't reply. It's not that I want to be so tao, okay? The best way is to join my Discord, and when I'm free, I usually answer questions there, or the community will help you with your questions. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you MSI once again. They have been really helpful. I think now because we're still very early, I'm like, oh, you want to work with me? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, let's work together. But obviously we want to be honest, informative, relatable and entertaining. So thank you so much for making my dreams come true. I'll see you next week with a new PC build, and I think we're done. Yay. Don't forget to put Kylo Ren back. Stand! There we go.